It's a great honor to sit here with two incredible artists, conductor Mario Venzago and cellist Alban Gerhardt. Gentlemen, welcome to the National Forum of Music. And let me start with the first question to you, Maestro. You will conduct your own composition called Ulisse, and the work was inspired by the tale of Odysseus. But you have also included one particular element alien to this ancient story, and I'm referring here to the Lutheran choral Ein fester Burg ist unser Gott. What was your intention behind incorporating this melody to your piece?
It's a very simple story taken from Homer, and there starts with calm sea, and then it becomes stormy and more stormy, and they hear the siren sing, and there's always variations. Near they come, more intense they sing, but also the storm becomes more and more intense, and it has really a catastrophic moment in the middle, and after it goes back to calm sea, and they survive, and then they start to sing this choral for thank God that they have survived.
So was it your own personal dimension to use this melody?
This is a very famous melody, and in all, let's say, European countries, also in America, you know it. And I wanted to have something that everybody can recognize, because it's not very modern, my piece. It's not tonal, but it is a little bit oriented at the music of Alban probably. But this choral at the end, everybody will understand.
Mr. Gerhardt, you once mentioned that Samuel Barber's cello concerto poses a unique challenge for the orchestra. And after rehearsal, how do you assess your collaboration with the NFM, Wrocław Philharmonic?
Actually, they did fantastically. We are both surprised, because this is a super tricky piece. People say, oh, it's not being... I just asked ChatGPT because I don't know much about the piece. But in preparation for this talk, I checked, and ChatGPT was going on how hellishly difficult it's for the cello. It's not. That's what cellists, they love to make themselves more important, so they say, oh, it's difficult, but cello finally is not the most difficult instrument. But to get it together with the orchestra and to really make big arch and big lines, that's very demanding on both conductor and orchestra. And we worked hard. We had like 2 hours, 3 hours, which is more one would spend even on a Dvorak concerto. And they, from the first moment on, they played really well. And whatever we asked, they adapted very quickly. And I think they're in it with all of their heart.
So in your life, have there been any memories or emotions that in an exceptional way Samuel Barber's cello concerto brings you back to?
Well, not really exceptional, but the first time, I haven't played it much, maybe 2-3 times in my life. I always suggest it because I love the piece and I think it's indeed underplayed. And often conductors don't want to do it because they know how difficult it is, so thank you for agreeing. But the first time I played it was in 2001. I had just, in that week, I had moved back home from New York back to Berlin. And the people were renovating the apartment, and I was dashing back and forth between rehearsals and the workers in the apartment and my little son, and I was so exhausted. I mean, I had just learned the piece. It was not my repertoire yet. So I was so exhausted that at some point I had to pick up my father, and I had to cross the street with a car. And it's a street you have to stop. It's like one of those 4-lane streets. And I came from a little street out, and I looked and I went, and I got hit by a car. And my only excuse is that maybe he didn't have his light because it was raining and dark, but maybe I was just so exhausted that I did stand. I looked without even registering anything. So I almost killed my son and myself in that whole process. And it's not fault of Barber concerto, it's fault of the move. But that was 2-3 days before I played the piece. And I have a recording of that performance, and it was actually, I hope I can play as perfect like that tonight.
What thoughts or feelings would you like the audience to live with after the concert?
Well, after the Barber, I think it's rather joyful. It's a joyful piece. It's American in the best sense of American. It has some energy and wildness and beauty in the slow movement. Is incredibly romantic, and he recalls some moments of his adagio. But after the Schubert, I leave it to you. What the people should go home with.
It's an interesting story because when I arrived to Breslau, the intention was that we play my reconstructed, unfinished, finished Schubert Symphony, because there are only 2 movements existing. And I added a third and a fourth movement with absolutely Schubert material. And I thought we will play my version. And they said, no, we don't have your music, we don't have the material. And I'm so glad that we play only the 2 movements, because first, the program would be too long. And second, we did a different order that we had intended. We end with Freischütz Ouverture. And this is connected to Breslau, because Karl Maria von Weber, the composer, was music director in the Breslau Opera. And he started the Freischütz here. And it's an incredible piece of joy and drama also, and probably the most perfect romantic overture. And so we end with this, and better we can't end. So I would say everybody should go home happy, and the musicians hopefully too, because they play so wonderfully.
Gentlemen, it's been a great joy having this conversation with you. I can't wait to see you on stage tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.